Hey everybody, and welcome to Day 6 of the Final Fantasy Tactics Colosseum AI Tournament League for May. We've got 12 matches today, and we're starting pretty late, so let's just get rolling. I'm Sardek, and with me is Omegasuspekt.
Good evening, gladiators, and good luck.
Ugh. Starting off, we have Soul 4 versus Sardek 1, Forest Thugs versus Servants. This is a round 1 match.
Is this the one with disbelief but no faith abilities or something?
Yeah, that's the one. I am sharing the screen. Okay. Alright, let's go. For Soul 4's Forest Thugs, we have Charming Rouge, the Engineer. I'm guessing that was meant to be Rogue. Item, Dragon Spirit, and Deadshot with an Engineer Rifle. Smash and Scream, the Black Goblin. Get Out of Forest, the Trent with Blessing of Nature. And Marion the Knight with Punch Art, HP Restore, and Guts. Going along with that Defender might be a couple of weapon breakers. And, oh, with Snipe, probably a 3-piece break team here. On the other side for Sardek 1, Archer the Archer with a Punch Art, Hamido, and Deadshot. Long Range Silverbow Archer with Ignore Height. Assassin the Chemist with Draw Out, Disbelieve, and Magic Attack Up for the 17 MA drawouts. Rider the Chocobo with Choco Guard, and Berserker the Ninja with Basic Skill, Weapon Guard, and Attack Up, and of course, Red Shoes. We'll go to large 6.
Ninja Zerker, go Burr. I do love that 17 MA chemist withdraw out. I like that.
Servants up top and Forest Thugs on the bottom.
Engineer gets an early shot off.
Okay. I was like, did he move twice?
I thought I saw the same thing. I was so confused for a second.
Well, either way, he got ruined in the face, so...
How much is that in for?
Hit for like 400 something.
Ninja got something broken. I didn't see what.
His face, it looks like.
Humiliated and killed.
Archer gets up high. 308 on the Goblin. Chocobo's gonna finish him off. Phoenix down for the Ninja. But the tree's gonna take him right back out. Another big hit takes the tree out. Chemist going for a revive again. Ninja guards this one. Chocobo will come up with the Choco Cure. Archer with 221 on the night, and Ninja with 233, but that triggers an HP restore.
And only has one weapon.
Thanks to the Hellcry. Knight goes for a Speed Ruin to slow the Ninja. That's probably not going to be good enough. Yep. Servants take game 1. We go to small 13. Small, maybe slightly better terrain-wise for you. Well, the Archer goes before Mustadio this time, so... Which looks correct. Okay. Ninja makes quick work of that knight. There's a Muramasa for the Goblin. 198.
Definitely a solid hit.
Blessing of Nature comes out. And a revive Phoenix down from the Engineer this time. Strix takes out the re-raising Goblin.
Love to see it.
Big Choco Guard coming out, and the Knight goes down as well. Chemist with Heaven's Cloud. Kills the Engineer, leaves the tree up. Tree takes out the Ninja, but this Archer's going to make quick work of it. Strix Feather eats the re-raise again.
Interesting animation for Strix Feather. Looks like he just punches.
There's a damage split. Chemist goes for the revive instead of the kill. But Tree goes for the kill instead of the re-raise. Although I guess it wouldn't really matter all that much. There it is, a quick 2-0 for Servants.
Servants looks pretty impressive.
Good to finally break them out of the mothballs.
Sure.
Up next in Winner's Bracket round 3, I believe? Yes. Third round Winner's Bracket, we have Fig 1 versus Omegasuspekt 4. No half measures versus the Omegasuspekts. For no half measures, we have Walt the Time Mage with item, throw item, and auto potion. Just a bunch of chemistry on this character. Wonder why. Jesse the Squire with Snipe, CT Save, and Sicken to go with that hunting bow. Mike the Samurai with Punch Art, Hamido, and Deadshot. And Skyward the Sage with White Magic, Arrow Guard, and Short Charge. On the other side, for the Omegasuspekts, we have Charlie the Lancer with HP Restore, Martial Arts, and Punch Art. Along with the E2, very durable, pretty good damage too. River the Samurai with Talk Skill, CT Save, and Equip Shield. Also the E2, very durable team so far. Drew the Samurai with Basic Skill, Magic Attack Up, and Dragon Spirit. Going to be drawing out with that 17 MA. And Rowan the Archer with Item, Weapon Guard, and Deadshot with red shoes and a long bow. Heading to large 40 to start this one off.
Luck big if you're out there.
Looks like he is. He was at the beginning anyways.
I'd love to see another big, juicy Fury Raiden out of the female Sam on my team.
Updated at the last minute. Of course, everyone's favorite Masa there. Fig and blue on the left, and Omega and I think green on the right. Quick kill by the archer. No running into the buildings here. We'll see how long that trend continues. Samurai moves up with her own Masamune. Triple haste. It's about as good as it gets.
So torn on Masamune's ability. It's crazy.
Well, there goes her Chiri, so there's, what, 3 MA?
Wow.
Wave Fist for 162. And it was, in fact, the draw-out Samurai. Doesn't hit as hard, but still gets the kill. Oh, thanks for the heal.
Moved in range of the heal, too. That's awesome.
There goes the masonry, though. And there goes the draw-out Samurai. Didn't matter how much that healed for. Wave Fist gets the revenge kill. Squire going for Wish on the Time Mage.
Fury Raiden Samurai is gonna re-raise here in a second, too.
There she is, with Defy Pain to get back to it. Ambrosia for the Time Mage, and we are all back up and ready to go again. Archer does find the line this time, 2 for 3. Nurse Slash finishes the Squire off and splash damages the Samurai.
Samurai doesn't manage to one-shot another unit.
Sage going for the full life once more. Time Mage with the Ambrosia for the Samurai. Lancer is going to mid-charge that Sage. Boom.
I say they keep on getting stuck with lifing and Ambrosia, and Sage being down is going to change that.
Double haste. And he finds the target but misses. Not because of a building, just because the Samurai is a hard target. A low roll on the dead shot, and the Archer makes it away clean. Phoenix Down brings the Sage back up, but the Lancer is not going to have any of that. Earth Slash takes her right back down. Archer finds the line again, 4 for 5 on correct targetings. Very good luck so far with the Berserk range.
Yeah, I'm inclined to think it's worth it, even if you do miss every now and then.
With an actual bow that arcs, you just have a lot more potential successful lines. A miss, but not because of...
But, yeah, the crossbow just goes into scenery all the time, I feel like, but the arcing really helps with the bow.
Definitely. Time Mage is taken out, And there it is. Game 1 goes to the Omegasuspekts. Small 62 coming up next.
I got some really lucky haste at the beginning of my messing games, though. If those were defense, it would have been way different, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it is with AI tournaments. AI plays a big role. Or RNG, rather. Be it for the AI or what lands on what. Shield is gone from Charlie. He is easier to hit now. But he doesn't care a whole lot about that. The fall damage kills the Squire. And Kiku finishes off the Sage. Didn't need to hit a bunch of good Masas this time. Just good old-fashioned beatdown. Is that just a double move? Nice. Triple haste again.
This samurai loves a cheery.
I mean, it works.
Oh, I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Lancer brings the archer back. Archer brings the samurai low. He will get to finish off the Lancer, but Samurai electing to just Kiyomori instead of finishing the match. Asura, though, will finish it up. A very decisive 2-0 for the Omegasuspekts. We go now to a mirror match, our first of the tournament, I believe. Korremar 4 versus Korremar 3. The FP versus sometimes things that are expensive are worse. Alright, for the FP, the Knight Squad, we have Jatro with basic skill Hamido and 2 swords. His brother Bitro with Punch Art, Martial Arts, and Dragon Spirit. LWE with Elemental, Counterflood, and Magic Attack Up, with all that Mithril gear to have 12 MA. And CC Jam the Knight with Weapon Guard, Item, and Throw Item. On the other side, sometimes things that are expensive or worse, Caleb the Chemist. Starting Faith to deal with that initial haste and an escutcheon to make him go fast. Faith on Billy the Sage, White Magic Distribute, and Short Charge. Faith Sage with Short Charge could be pretty dangerous. Karen the Ninja with basic skill, Equip Armor, and MP Switch with that Mage Masher for durability. And Freckle the Geomancer with Punch Art, Martial Arts, and that 40% Golemax Weapon Guard. Head to large 71.
I think Korremar's team is going to take this round.
I disagree. I think it's Korremar's.
Korremar's going to lose. I mean, come on.
Obligatory mirror jokes out of the way, let's begin. FP on the left and expensive on the right. The FP very visually distinct because it is all knights. Not going to be confusing teams for each other on this one. Throwstone gets the low roll with 16 and huge MP, huge auto potion just negates all of it and then some. 185 triggers a counter flood. Didn't get the better end of that deal. Ouch.
200 counterflood? A knight of all things.
Well, yeah, all mithril gear. He's 12 PA, 12 MA, so probably good compatibility on top of it. There's a flare too. Oh my, hits the entire FP. They move back to consolidate and defend a little. But they are all really badly hurt from that.
Yeah, definitely on the back foot here.
When a Flare 2 lands, it does things. Wavefist finishes the third, and it is just down to one last knight. Ninja probably going to make short work of him. Goes for a Phoenix down, but that's probably too little too late.
For sure. There's no coming back from this one.
Geo with repeating fist instead of the axe strike. There it is. A decisive victory for sometimes things that are expensive are worse. Well, sometimes they're not, and Flare 2 just gets you there. Small 81 coming up. With an opening slow, this could be disastrous. Hits 2. What's that Flare 2 gonna look like?
I get mid-charged.
By
Still up.
1. Wave Fist, counter Flood for 128. She is stuck there. Shellbust Stab, barely enough, takes the Sage out. No Flare 2 for you. I guess small map, it was too much to ask. The FP winning this one just as decisively as expensive won the last one. Some sandbagging coming out. Hell Ivy for 160 puts that right back down. Blastar Punch takes out the helmet and gets the kill as well. Wish to bring him back, but slows are wearing off, and that was all that was between you and destruction, so... Wave Fist is guarded, and a rejuve on the Sage, so it is 2 healthy versus 4. Quick work made of the Sage. Once again, back down to just the Ninja. Kamiitachi for 160, no proc. Still a pretty big hit. There goes the armor, too. Sage manages to get a life off onto the Chemist. Expensive really holding on here. Wave Fist hits the MP switch. Although that leaves her open to that double strike.
I feel like white team is just like a little bit faster than the Knights, but they're not going to be able to keep up.
Just a one shot for both of them. Ouch. That's what happens when you get your hat broken, I guess. The small Kamiitachis are enough. we head to medium 56. Very decisive games, one for each. Will the medium see the return of the Flare 2? Or will the FP continue its dominance from the small map?
Both very interesting teams. I'm just sad to see one of them go.
Well, they won't. This is the winner's bracket.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It is just which one moves down to terrorize the other losers. Earth Slash for 296. What a hit. Oh no, the FP are all moving up.
Yeah, white team had landed a triple haste before this, so I think they're going to be able to do a lot of work here.
Chemist starts with what looks to be a slow. And there's the Flare 2. Hamido takes out the ninja. But the slows land, and there's the Flare 2. One down, two heavily injured. Wavefist takes down a second. Vitro does stand back up, but he has to chakra and run out. So this is a big tempo swing for expensive. Although guarding that book is pretty big. Means he will live to see another turn, which gives him the chance to Phoenix down.
This Sage gets mid. Nope, not going to get mid charge.
Ninja about to go wreak some havoc. Geo in the back line gonna miss the Wave Fist. And Nurse Slash takes the ninja right back down. This is anyone's game. Sage goes down just before his turn. So that Phoenix down is not great. And it looks like the FP is sandbagging their way right back into it. Geomancer does take one out, but just gets revived right back. They're really going to need some AoE here to deal with those low health revives.
Does the Geomancer know any Geomancy?
MP switch allows the ninja to stay up. She does go down. She guards. The armor is not broken. And she gets away with a Defy Pain. But Geomancer knows only punch arts. Double guard. Just no luck on expensive. The FP just evading everything. Cheer up coming in.
The rest of white team is being pushed into this corner, so that Sage is probably going to end up crystallizing over there.
And the Sage is the one that they really needed for the Flare 2. Looks like they just couldn't capitalize on it this time. The FP were just a little too durable for them. Another guard on the Earth Slash. Karen does take one out, but he has re-raise. He will be right back. And double target puts her down as well. There goes her armor. Re-raise plus chakra, and the FP is back at full power while there are 2 dead members of Expensive. Repeating Fist does take 1 down. And Chemist brings back up the ninja, but still not feeling great for Expensive. FP comes down with a target for the Chemist, and the Chemist goes down. Two swords, just a bit too much for anyone still standing on Expensive's team. The Sage crystallizes. The Geomancer does pick up the crystal and takes one out with a Wave Fist, but they are permanently down a member now.
This white Geo is doing his best to keep.
Near fatal, the... Oof, Chemist is down again. Chakra to break near fatal, but probably not in any state to take another attack. And Vitro is right there with a revive instead.
This Geo could just Earth Slash through both of them.
That knight is just single-handedly defeating the 2 in the corner. Ambrosius not going to put you out of his range. He's going to take that Chemist down, and he has won a 2v1. The Geomancer on the other side doing the same, just continuously taking people out. But she's alone now. Repeating Fist takes down the item knight. 2 near fatal, 1 full health. J-Charo coming down with a throw stone, and the Geo is near fatal, and that Geomancy will finish it off. The FP takes it in a hard-fought 2-1. Sometimes things that are expensive are worse. Was the worst team. Up next, Soul 1 versus Simmon 3, Gunzerker versus Nozzles. For Gunzerker, we have Field Support the Time Mage, Item, Guts, and HP Restore, Rambo the Knight, the infamous Barbuda Stone Gun Red Shoes Gunzerker, with Weapon Guard and Equip Gun. That huge 5% Weapon Guard surely going to matter. I shot first the Engineer, second Stone Gun with Precision, Hamido, and Deadshot. And the Jungle, the Ochu with Goo, and of course, Bad Breath. For the Nozzles, we have Flat Fan, the Black Chocobo with Choco Ball. Hollow Cone, the Geomancer with Punch Art, Counter Flood, and Overflow. Full Cone the Trent with Blessing of Nature, and Solid Stream the Chemist with Black Magic Short Charge and Absorb Used MP. Let's head on down to Large 99.
Gunzerker is in the cursed corner, right?
Looks that way. They come around the corner and end up eating an Earth Slash or a Kiku Ichimonji, and oh boy. Full team haste,
Triple
though.
haste, though.
Chocobo has a Choco Ball for field support. Pitfall on both, but an HP restore triggers. It does have Don't Move, but Blizzard coming out. Only 83. Field support starting to charge. And Rambo's going to hit his... Does not hit his engineer in the back. Surprising.
Just decided not to shoot. He's just out of range, isn't he?
Black Chocobo is down. And he does get a shot on the Geo, but gets locked in place. That is 3 of them all don't moved all together. Fortunately, good deal of range between the 3 of them. Chocobo's down. Dark Holy is gonna really hurt that engineer, though. He does have re-raise, so he will be back up and mobile again. The Time Mage's Don't Move also wears off. Mega Potion for the Black Chocobo. He goes right back down to that engineer, who also teleports back to safety. Gets an Ambrosia from field support and is ready to be right back in it. Second Tentacle for the Chemist. And the Don't Move wears off just before his turn, but only 154. Bad compatibility with the tree, it looks like.
It gets split.
Strix Feather does take care of the re-raise. Strix Feather bullet question mark? Looks like a Reflect is coming out to counter that incoming spell on the engineer. But Dark Holy is not reflectable. Oh wait, yes it is actually. Nice defense.
That was cool.
Blessing of Nature for a re-raise for the Chemist. Bad Breath doesn't care about re-raise, though. That's a frog. Goodbye.
Hi, frog.
Black Chocobo just continually being shot here. Little poke for 3. And as is predictable, Black Chocobo just getting bullied once more. Frog is poisoned now. The triple haste comes out for Team Gunzerker. Oh gee, Black Chocobo is back. Whatever is could ever happen to him. Chemist dies to the poison. And as expected, Chocobo gets shot.
Just riddled with holes at this point, that Black Chocobo. Malboro or Ochu or whatever it is has been taking a ton of damage over there.
Goo for the don't act. And that tree is locked down for the time being. Geomancer is forced to Chakra instead of Revive. That's not going to be enough. As if the tree were not debuffed enough already. And there goes the re-raise.
Found a way to shoot a wall on this stage.
Unbelievable, Gunzerker. Unbelievable. Bad Breath finishes it off with a Petrify. Game 1 goes to Gunzerker. We'll head to small 70. There is a lot of obstacle for such a small map for Gunzerker to shoot into, so we'll see how that goes. At least he's not starting where field support is. That would be awful. Just immediately try shooting the tree through the column. Field support does go down immediately. Not being able to get that haste off is quite unfortunate for Gunzerker. Poison for the Chocobo. But there's a blizzard. Everyone survives it, though. Chemist is brought low by the dead shot. Local Quake confuses the Gunzerker. That could be trouble. The slow does wear off. He goes for a Mind Ruin. I guess he was given Mind Ruin. Well, when you're confused, weird things happen. Big Dark Holy up on that column. Yeah, the Confuse AI overwrites the Berserk AI.
Graphic is great.
What's going on?
You look so scared.
Yep, Rambo does in fact have Mind Ruin and Speed Ruin, as well as Leg Aim, Seal Evil, and Weapon Break. Bad Breath is guarded on both sides. Going for an explosion. That breaks the confusion. But he is brought low. And everyone moving before him, so he can't even get the crystal. He just goes down, and we are moving to Game 3. Medium 61. Yeah, when you have start slow and require your haste, but your unit is too small to survive a hit or two, yeah, that just doesn't go well. She's here for the haste this time, though. Chocobo makes the range to mid-charge, but nobody else is going to be able to.
For a second I thought the Geomancer was going to take her out.
Well, she does have guts, so it wouldn't be a certain thing even in that case, but...
The haste does come through.
Poor bullet-ridden Chocobo. We've seen this one before. And field support Ambrosia's herself back up. Of course, the Geo in the revive loop with the Chocobo now.
As is tradition.
Just so. Tentacle takes it out. Now the engineer's got the mid-charge for the chemist.
490.
Well, yeah, mid-charge plus critical and a high roll. That's going to do a lot of damage. 12 bag whack. Okay. Knight manages to find the line to not shoot his teammate. And it's looking real good for Gunzerker here. Geo does get the Chocobo back up, but Chocoball for a near fatal is not Chocoball for a kill. Bad breath for the frog. Well, that ends any hope of sandbag shenanigans. It is, yup. Gunzerker takes out the frog, and that is that. Gunzerker takes the match 2-1. Up next, we have Barren 3 versus Soul 2, Squire Squad versus Bombing Raid. Alright, Squire Squad. We have Landry the Squire with Punch Art, Sunken State, and Martial Arts. Finley the Squire with Item, Counter Flood, and Throw Item. Shay the Squire with Black Magic, Absorb Used MP, and Magic Attack Up. And Lennox the Squire with Time Magic, HP Restore, and Attack Up. On the other side, for Bombing Raid, we have Bombing Raid the Lancer, Item, Guts, HP Restore, with a Flame Shield to heal from its allies. Bombay the Ninja cancels the fire and instead goes with Mage Masher and Flail for the disruptive beatdown combo. Basic skill, Dragon Spirit, and Defense Up on this one. Triple Boom the Grenade with Triple Flame, and Flame Ride the Explosive with Flame Spin. Let's head on down to large 110. Four Squires doing really well so far, but Bombing Raid puts out a lot of damage very quickly. The increased health pool on the Squire probably not going to help when those triple flames start coming.
I think we've just seen Triple Flame basically one-shot anybody it hits.
Knights and Lancers can survive it, and certain monsters, but yeah, it's big damage. Squire Squad getting a triple haste. And it lands on all three. Big jump coming out. These units are able to jump across the gap, so they are a turn away from engaging. Early 5-panel triple flame, not as scary as you see in some maps, but scary enough. There goes a squire. He is brought back with Phoenix down. Chakra to bring himself back up, and there's the retreat. Fireball for just 90. That's not a lot. And a Mega Potion on top of the Chakra. That Squire is fully back in it. Lennox going for another bow shot, 140. Earth Slash for just 84. But the Dark Holy probably going to finish it up. No, only 145. This is looking to be some bad compatibilities here. And Triple Flame for once does nothing. Oh, right, the ninja has defense up. That's why this is happening. And the critical hit is on the Mage Masher, so the Squire takes no damage. Another triple flame. This one does land, but not enough to kill. That is bad compatibility. Sunken State for the Squire, and a Mega Potion for the one that survived, but that's not enough to survive another one, so she is kind of in the danger zone. Flame attack here, near fatals that one. But a Dark Holy comes out afterward. 200 on that bomb.
Squires are still hanging in there.
One of them is down, but it looks like they're in position to bring him back next turn. Another miss from Triple Flame. Shay with the axe for 20. Fireball for 72, but Counter Flood for not a whole lot. This is not the map you want to be counter flooding on.
I guess she did hit the blind, though, on the ninja.
Well, blind is reduced evasion, so... Triple Flame does land this time, and it is one Squire. Oh, but the transparent one was undead and gets back up. I forgot about that.
Everyone always forgets the undead Squire.
Well, he's transparent, so it's hard to see the purple.
Yeah, for sure. We had to question it last night as well.
I was like, wait, is that one undead? Guarded the flame attack, but that Spin Fist is not going to be enough. Just can't put out the kind of damage they have to. Another big miss. Yeah, there are just some bad compatibilities here. That's why they're doing so little damage. Yeah, you see the 84 and the 133.
There was 2 axe swings for 20.
Yeah, it's just damage not working out in Barren's favor today. But that's okay, he has another map. We're going to small 86.
See some bunching up here for a triple flame.
Depends on which side is faster. Counterflood for Hell Ivy, definitely going to be a lot better, but does not land this time. Dark Holy for 100 coming out. But is it fast enough? Triple Boom with a 3-panel, but does not stop the Dark Holy. But the Flame Spin sure will.
Very strong opening from Bombing Raid.
Yeah, just unfortunate placement, and the bad compatibilities hurt the Squires a lot more than the bombs. Squire does guard that Flame Spin. Triple Flame is enough to end it. Bombing Raid gets away 0-2. Squire Squad down to the loser's bracket. Barren has a chance to redeem himself, though. We are going to Barren 2's B team versus Paddy 2's Horrors of Ruan.
You always had a little southern twang at the end of that.
Yeah, I don't know how to not do that.
Horrors of Ruan.
Ruan. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, B team Blaze the Geomancer with Draw Out, Counterflood, and Magic Attack Up. 12 PA, 15 MA. That's going to be a pretty big Geomancy. Benjamin the Thief with Item, HP Restore, and Equip Axe. Has that Battle Axe. Bruno the Uribo with Please Eat. And Burn the Time Mage with White Magic, MA Save, and Equip Armor. On the other side, for Horrors, we have Kieran the Sacred. Genbu the Squire with Item, Throw Item, and Weapon Guard with that Title Axe. Seiryu the Dragon with Thunder Breath. And Byako the Ninja, that double Dragon Whisker Lance with Hamido and Item. Absolutely devastating last night. Let's see how he does this time. We go to...
He's real squishy at 226, so...
115. Ow. Benjamin the Thief coming up around. Uribo does not have enough jump, so we'll be splitting off. But he does get a Please Eat for the Time Mage first.
Yeah, that Thief's going to be alone on his split.
Haste for the piggy as well. Please eat for the Geo. No dice. Thief just runs right into the middle of things for a steel heart, but it pays off. He gets it. Pitfall 120 on the Minotaur. But the thief pays the price for his hubris. No, he doesn't. That's an HP restore.
Despite being alone, this thief is putting in a ton of work over here.
HP restore
Two HP
again.
restores.
That is so good. The entire team wasted their turns and accomplished nothing. The dragon makes quick work of teammate Ninja. That good compatibility really working against Paddy's team.
The rest of his team's still not in position to help out.
Ninja does get back up with an Ambrosia, but that is not dealing with this thief, and reinforcements are on the way. There goes the Ninja. Counterflood confuses the Minotaur. Just absolutely brutal. But a Wild Swing manages to deal with the charm. Great effect there. Dragon takes out the Geo. Time Mage is charging a revive on the Geo, and the pig is going for the dragon, but does trigger the dragon spirit. Dragons have a lot of hit points. She goes right back down to the Minotaur. Good roll on the confusion for Paddy. Second Steel Heart, not as effective as the first. Dragon is in near fatal. That is where you want to be right now with a confused monster. Or with a re-raised monster. He does heal up 54 from move HP up, but not enough to stand back up, so he's going to be out for another turn. Just such good luck with that Minotaur. Time Mage once again with the revival. Thief gets the high roll first. And it is just a pair of monsters versus the full B team. This one was guarded, though. And the dragon, now that it's moved, is back in the fight, but it had to waste the turn to get there. Please eat, not landing on the thief. But a haste 2 sure will.
Confused and now charmed.
Too bad Confused takes over.
He might as well be neither. He keeps on just attacking the Geomancer.
And she moves into the haste 2. Dragon is able to get the crystal because of it. Or no, it was a rejuve, not a haste 2. Okay. Please eat for the thief. That's a haste.
Dragon and Minotaur need to go after the Time Mage.
Oh, Dragon is charmed, so he won't. That Minotaur definitely confused because he is attacking his charmed team. And the B team is just waiting for charge or charm and confuse to wear off. There's a Mimic Titan. There goes one charm, and the pig is immediately moving to capitalize. Straight dash for 247. Dragon's still pretty healthy, though. And he tail swings to break the Confuse and the charm on the Minotaur, but lines up for a Kiku. That's a lot of damage. Thief finishes off the dragon. He will be back unless this Time Mage takes out the Minotaur fast. Demi not quite enough, but this Geomancer is. Game 1 goes to the B team. Small 92 coming up next.
Very well-timed double turn from the Geomancer there to take out the Minotaur before he could go.
Sure was. Second time, Steelheart catches the dragon. Very good start for the B team.
B-Team's Thief has been charming people every match.
Unfortunately, the charm is broken, but they do get a sleep on the ninja as compensation. He does go down to the Demi and is forced to Ambrosia himself with his turn. Mimic Titan draws a counter flood, but the Minotaur is still just fine. Geomancer isn't, though. Tail Swing takes out the Thief and damages the Time Mage. B-Team is on the back foot.
Small map working out very well for Horrors overall in here.
Dragon survives the dash. Life brings the Thief up at 150, but Ninja has something to say about that. Time Mage takes a bunch of damage, but survives it. Time Mage charging up what looks to be a life. The Thunder Breath cooks that pig. Thief is back up and immediately gets a turn. He is going to answer that dragon, but doesn't deal enough. Dragons have this huge near-fatal window with how high their health pool is. The proc guarantees the Time Mage goes down. Just a Berserk Thief versus the whole team. We're going to be seeing a Game 3.
Time Mage is back. Does nothing.
Heals the dragon, and then the ninja takes him out. Thanks, friend. And the Horrors take Game 2. We're heading to small 39 for the decider, or medium 39 for the decider. This is half of our games tonight so far, going to 3. Stretch. Thief can't get quite in range for the charm this time. The Please Eat
is
misses.
miss. This is really a medium map. It seems very large.
It is, but the way it pincers everyone in the center is why it got qualified as medium.
I see.
Like, they all meet at one choke point.
For sure. There's no real splitting up or anything. I get it.
Yeah, like they take a large map time to get together, but then it's just one giant scrum in the middle. With not really a lot of space for maneuvering or figuring it out.
Yu only manages to hit the Minotaur with the Kiku. Then moves in and gets a big Mimic Titan on the team.
And as you can see, the Death Ball begins to build already.
Sure. And the Hordes of Ruan have a really good AoE damage, so that's going to work in their favor here, unless a Charm lands. Nope. Thief goes for the Axe Swing, and gets the low roll, and gets countered and dead.
A sleep and a near fatal off the Geo is a really good result, though. The near fatal Ambrosia's himself. That buys a little bit of time for the B team to get it together. 195 straight dash, only 99 counter. Definitely in the pig's favor there. Time Mage going for a revive, but he's going to get mid-charged. But survives it. Wow. You don't usually see a Time Mage shrugging off a near 300 damage hit. Lightning fries the pig, but Time Mage does get up its teammate. Ninja with the re-raise with Ambrosia. But that Ninja is dangerous. He's going to be coming back in real soon. Unless the Kiku takes him out, I guess they're good compatibility. That's a lot of damage. Time Mage charging something up. Thief with a Phoenix down for the pig. But Mimic Titan is going to hit all three. 2 dead, 1 near fatal, and the dragon finishes off the third. What a brutal sequence of events. Kiku wakes the Squire up, but she has Defy Pain. Geomancer is super low. She does continue to go on to Kiku, but probably not enough of it. With Defy Pain on that Squire, she is just losing time.
I think she does just under what Defy heals for, so...
Yep, and down she goes. The Horrors take the match 2-1. And we hit our halfway point here. Do we want to switch up for Soul, or do you want to keep going? What are we doing?
Soul's welcome to come in if you'd like to.
All right, doing the switch. Thanks for casting. We will resume momentarily.
So far, been a ton of great matches.
Yeah, they just get better and better as the month wears on.
That tends to happen, to be fair, but tonight especially, like, almost every match has went to a game 3, so nothing's been a clear-cut winner out the gate.
Half of them, actually. The first 2 were very decisive for Team 2, and then we had a pair of Game 3s, Bombing Raid once again decisively, and then a third Game 3, so...
Listen, I'm just trying to forget about the Forest Thugs right now, what happened to them. I had a feeling that's how that would go, but, I wanted to believe in them. They were a team from last patch that I was working on, and I was like, yeah, I'll just
give it a shot. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Alright, so we head on down to the losers bracket. Ludo 1 versus Barren 1. Ready or not, here I Crumb versus N-Team.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm pulling for the bread team because I like the puns.
Well, we have Sourdough the Geomancer with Elemental Talk Skill, Auto Potion, and Monster Talk. 16 MA, gonna be some pretty good talk skills coming out of her. Multigrain the Thief with Item, Equipax, and Weapon Guard. Rai the Ninja with Snipe, Counter, and Sicken, double Sasuke knives. And Banana the Taiju with Spirit of Life. On the other side, N Team, Noah the Monk. Oh, I see why it's N Team. Noah, Nina, Nil, and Nell. Noah the Monk with Steel, HP Restore, and Attack Up. Nina the Geomancer with Basic Skill, Counter Flood, and Magic Attack Up. Nil the Mind Flare needs no introduction, and Nell the Chemist with Talk Skill, Finger Guard, and Equip Armor. This Talk Skiller immune to the Talk Skills on the other team, but can't Monster Talk the way they can. So each team has one person immune to the talk skills of the other. Let's see how it shakes out. We're going to large, 95 to start.
I think this is actually like the third team that Finger Guard has been useful against, which is kind of crazy. I mean, like, for Nell specifically.
One shot from the monk. What a start.
I think that was a crit.
I don't.
From the sound effect, at least.
I didn't hear the sound effect.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I didn't
Maybe
see
that
it
was
very
just
well.
raw damage. It is only a 226 health monk, so health ninja, so I could definitely see that. That was a 144 shuriken. It might be good combats then.
Yep. Carve model coming out, 160, and gets the Petrify. N team very lucky with the start here. Repeating Fist 175, Thief is real low.
Couldn't go for Earth Slash there because of the fact the tree would have been healed, so I guess that's why he decided against it. But they are beautifully positioned for that tree to heal them back up.
There's a Vital Strike, but triggers the HP Restore.
Just shy of killing. But good to see the Thief actually use it.
First time for everything.
Another HP Restore.
Guess it was just like the Mind Flares and Charm the first month they had it, just not using it because AI.
Got a Don't Act on the Thief, which should help, but I'm not loving the idea of this two-sword ninja running around with reckless abandon.
Definitely not
He's
what
going
you
to go
want to happen.
completely unchecked. Yeah.
Nice heal from the Aqualung, though.
Leaf Dance for some chip damage. Well, effect. 140's not really chip, but on a monk, may as well be. Last turn on the ninja. Who's he going for?
Does
Takes that chemist out.
Does manage to get her, but Monk just brings her right back up.
But he did make her miss her turn, so that's something. And when he gets his turn back, he's going to take a dirt nap. And then it's 4 on tree.
Puns.
Oh, wait, never mind. This is the Spirit of Life tree. It's just decided not to do that till now.
And a soft as well, and what a turnaround. They are all almost back in commission. Just the ninja down.
It's 4 on tree. Just like I said, nothing different.
Earth Slash great that time, healing a teammate and killing an enemy. N Team just
N-Team has
has
some pretty
Breddy's
good-
number.
Yeah, for sure. And N-Team has some really good, like, elemental synergy setup.
Yeah,
to allow other ways to heal and be offensive at the same time.
Yeah, being able to use your attacks to heal your teammates and harm the enemies without being super reliant on it like an entire fire or dark team. Very nice added bonus. Everyone bullying the tree now.
I mean, they're probably pretty mad because they basically had this in the bag a minute ago and now have to go through some extra kills. Oh, Thief might make something happen, though.
Brutal
Oh,
vital
Vital
strike
Strike.
on that monk. But that
Just
is
tells
all
the tree
she
what
wrote.
She's going to turn her into.
Game 1 goes to Barren. Small 43 for the second. Ludo will be so happy to see his thief finally get a chance to Vital Strike.
Ooh, an immediate charm.
Not a bad choice of target for it either.
No, we could see a really nasty elemental hit 3 here. Well, looks like it's going to hit 2. Do we see a Petrify?
We do not, but
We
still
don't.
200 is not small damage.
No, and that takes up the squid's turn, and now all 3 of them are lined up for another elemental. Did he take a nap?
Double nap.
2 naps.
And no Petrify on the counter flood. This one is definitely looking in Bread's favor. Thief
this
able
definitely
to
case
jump
that-
up and go around.
Bread is no longer loafing around. It is going on the offense as fast as they can. They know they don't want N-Team to get a chance. Sleeping. Cured but petrified.
And a counter
It is,
flood. That's just so much damage that they dealt to each other.
Which is going to keep them on the back foot for a moment, probably. Does Shuriken poison?
It does when you have Sicken.
Oh. Huh, that's a neat interaction. And there we go. Bread Team takes it.
Heading on to
So
game
1-1.
3. He sure does have Sicken. Heading to medium 80.
I guess that makes sense because throw works off of anything that a normal attack would be affected by, so. Like Hamido. So Sicken makes sense it would affect it. Just never considered it.
I put Sicken inside the physical evade routine, so basically anything that checks physical evade applies Sicken. Although that said, the physical evade is called in a formula whether or not the ability itself is evadable, so even things that you can't evade still trigger it.
I got confused for a minute because I was like, I mean, Poison Shurikens is a little bit thematic, to be fair, so maybe. I just would have been surprised AI ever chose to use it for the poison explicitly. Time blast on the monk to get him in there.
Geo with the death sentence, 85%.
She's very convincing.
Taiju brings up the thief, who immediately
turn
runs
immediate.
forward for a 240 vital strike. Monk is near fatal.
And if he lives, he's probably going to chakra. Yep. So that basically took his turn.
And healed the damaged thief. Excellent double duty there. Wish does bring the chemist back up.
Squid goes for a melee hit.
Does survive.
Get that thief down.
And he
The thief
ambrosias
just picks
himself
himself up.
back up. Hell Ivy takes out the chemist. Dying Ninja poisons the monk and near fatals him, but he is going down.
He'll go down, but he'll waste another of the monk's turns on doing chakra. So, that was probably about as effective as a turn he could have got, in all reality.
There's a 240 vital strike. That monk is out of here.
And that was due to the poison.
Aqualung is guarded. And that Geomancer is going to fall down on his next, or her next turn. Going aggressive. Leaf Dance going to be followed up by a Vital Strike, once again ruining that monk. Aqualung guarded a second time. That is exactly
Believe
what
it's
Ludo
just
wanted
the
to see.
squid.
There is a monster
And
talk.
he's asleep. So yeah, it's now 4-on-1. So, he's just gonna put him near fatal and sicken. So, I don't believe the mind flayers can target themselves. Not that it will matter here,
They can.
but they can. Okay. So he could have healed himself had he gotten a turn. But
Or at least they used to be able to. I might have taken it away. I don't remember. I think that was only skeletons that happened to, but yeah, who knows. Ready or not, takes it. Barren 1 is out.
unfortunate. N-Team was a really entertaining team.
Especially with how well they did Game 1.
For sure.
A surprise turnaround by Ludo there. Up next, Simmon 1 versus Ajorably 3. Monster Mash versus Bounty Hunters.
The legacy of Monster Mash still keeping them in the tournament right now.
But not undefeated as they were prior to this month. For Monster Mash, we have Mind Flare, needs no introduction. Trent with Blessing of Nature, Porky with Oink, and Geomancer with Punch Art, Counterflood, and Overflow. On the other side, for the Bounty Hunters, we have Look at All That Ranged. Beth the Thief, Engineer Rifle with Precision Catch and Equip Gun. Dog the Engineer with Precision CT Save and Sicken. Leland the Archer with Snipe, HP Restore, and 2 swords for those 2 Arbalists. And Youngblood the Mediator with Item, Dragon Spirit, and Throw Item with a Stone Gun.
So this is basically the monsters have to run these guys down, and they are going to probably split and go everywhere.
One way to find out. Let's start with large map 59.
Well, they have some ways to actually be in cover, but I don't think the AI is going to make use of that fact. It's probably going to hop up the middle bridge and go straight to their dooms. Yep, thanks, Pig.
Yeah, we've seen this one before.
Interestingly, it's the ranged units deciding to take the low road.
You can bet they'll hop up next round, though.
Oh, for sure.
Shot on the Geomancer, but a
Gets the don't act.
Counterflood for the same damage and a Don't Act.
Speaking of don't act, misses. Trees don't have arms. Where are you
That-
aiming?
I mean, that tree does. Look at the sprite. 128,
Fair enough.
near fatal for the Thief. the hunters are not having a good go of it so far. Down goes Mustadio.
And this archer just sitting in the back. It's okay, the pig's being about as effective right now. So it's a 3-on-3 effectively at the moment.
There's a haste for the tree.
Oh, Archer decided he wants to take a headshot at the pig.
Geomancer goes down. Nice shot from the mediator. And the
Now
pig goes down too. Don't act wears off.
Swing. I take it this is not the revived tree. This is the buff tree.
This is the tree raise. It is down to just the mediator, but he uses Phoenix down, brings back up the thief.
A little surprising that the...
There's tree raise.
Yeah, there it is finally. I was about to say that we hadn't seen it yet, but there it is.
Aqualung. And Mustadio
gets back up.
Goes for a heartache strike, but does not land. Goes right back down to the counter.
Unfortunate. I mean, these two could still definitely take it.
Phoenix down, not where you want to be here.
Yeah, it won't be hard to keep this thief down unless she steals this crystal. Which she had enough move to do. Then takes the re-raise off the squid. If they can get the squid down now, he stays down.
Thief goes back down too, though. And she is out of mediator range this time. Death sentence too little too late. That leaf dance is going to obliterate him next round. Archer better stand up first. No, he goes back for a blessing of nature.
Oh. That was a pretty notable throw.
Missed death sentence, but the archer does not get back up.
Goes for a punch instead of an aqualung, but the leaf dash should clutch it.
Monster Mash takes a perilous game 1.
They really didn't have to give their opponents that many opportunities, I have to say that.
Heading down to Small 31, Dorter Trade City.
Another map that has a history of range being powerful. Let's see if this works out a little bit better.
Different Dorter. This is the
This is the second time you end up here.
Yeah, the one where Vormov pays off the thieves. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, still, it's a pretty good map for ranged units, because the rooftops.
Hat throw.
We should add hat throw, just saying. Does damage based on your hat. Destroys your own hat. Wouldn't be good, but would be funny.
Male Thieves only does the hat throw emoji.
Yep.
Missed headshot. That oink is going to take him right down.
That's another thing that's really valuable with those pigs. They are a great anti-undead. And speaking of great, that was a petrify right after that.
Yeah, I gotta say, things are really coming up for Monster Mash.
Yeah, for sure.
Although Mediator does get a takedown, Pig will just bring her right back.
Yeah, and it's down to this one lone Mediator again, as his entire team crumpled around him.
Can't quite get in range for the finishing Aqualung, so we'll have to settle for a Time Blast.
He's just doing everything he can to buy time for those two undead units, which will be getting up here in a moment. So if he can live through here...
Which he cannot. Monster Mash takes it 2-0. Bounty Hunters are eliminated. Up next, Kjata 2 versus Sardek 4. The Kjata Classic versus Cinema Kinda. For the Kjata Classic, we have Blake the Ninja, Item, Throw Item, and Dragon Spirit. Lennox the Lancer with Punch Art, Martial Arts, and HP Restore. Jill the Sage with White Magic, Short Charge, and Catch with a Faith Rod, but no mitigation for the negative, for the weak elemental weaknesses. And Marion the Summoner, also with a Faith Rod and no mitigation. Time Magic, Weapon Guard, and Magic Attack Up. On the other side, for Cinema, we have Cocaine Bear the Chemist with Time Magic, CT Save, and Deadshot. Deadshot Book, big hits. Secret Service the Squire with Draw Out, Weapon Guard, and Concentrate. White Whale the Sage with White Magic Hamido and Equip Shield. Escutcheon 2 to reduce the damage, but she has the lowest hit points of anyone on the team. She has that Whale Whisker Hamido ready for the big hits if they try to mid-charge her. And Body Snatcher the Bone Snatch with Demi 2 and Death. We head down to Large 54 to start this one off. Not sure which team is going to benefit from the gap in this one the most.
Yeah, I think there's honestly a fairly even matchup on that in that regard. Ninja's gonna run up and do an immediate throw, which misses sadly.
Well, not sadly for me. I'm pretty happy with that.
Sad for the ninja. And split punch on the ninja.
Quick
And
death sentence. But Dragon Spirit answers that back immediately.
And does mean that ninja's gonna run around with impunity for 3 turns. Oh, here comes the spells. Does the Lancer go for a mid-charge, get a turn and go for a mid-charge, or the ninja even?
Hastes over there.
Not in time.
Confused 2 comes down, hits the ninja, but not the Lancer.
Well, about those 3 turns.
Soft, a good waste of a turn. She does bonk to remove the confuse. Death being charged. And another big spell being charged there. Pair of big spells.
Everyone get in there and charge something. Let's go.
Haste. There's a confuse 2. Triple hit and breaks the spell from the Sage. Ninja does get a kill, but she goes down next round and everyone else is confused. Of course she just goes down immediately. Yeah,
sure. To be honest, that was honestly kind of a positive. If the Lancer was going to kill anyone, that was the perfect person to kill.
Mid-charge lands on one. Second mid-charge, but this one survives it.
I think that was a 400 damage summon coming out. Does she get it off in time?
Ambrosia for the Sage. That is a big old Titan. Kills the undead, not the Sage. Lancer again hits the ninja. Looks like a full life coming out on the Squire.
And a Moogle the heal for, I think that was 360? So
yeah, she
basically full health.
She heals big.
I mean, as a Faith Summoner should.
Cocaine Bear healing herself up. There's the full life. It is a 3-on-3, but the Lancer is still confused. But he breaks it with Stigma Magic. Ninja with a Phoenix down for the Sage. Squire is right there to handle that. She goes right back down. Sage once again with a big cast coming up.
And Summoner chooses to take a step forward out of the cast range and do nothing.
Confusion on the Ninja this time. But the Lancer has the revive for the Sage. Ninja with big damage on the Summoner. She is super low. Going for a Moogle again.
I don't think she's going to get it, though.
She does not. Stasis Sword for 352.
But a Flash Heal.
Sage is back up. 168 takes her near fatal.
Ninja runs across the universe and throws a water ball, and I think we're going to see that skeleton get up here in just a moment.
Yep, both spellcasters are down. It is just the confused Ninja. And, well, spellcaster's back up, but
Not for long.
Squire has the answer. Lightning Ball is guarded, and there's the Skelly back up. So 150 on the Lancer. But combined with a 165, low roll on that crit, Lancer survives it.
And he runs away over to his ninja friend, but that puts them together again for this Sage, who just pokes him down.
Confused Ninja accomplishes nothing, and Squire takes back out the Sage. Or Summoner.
Here comes the death. Everyone wait till the death happens. This is basically all she wrote. It's just a matter of when a death hits.
Not immediately.
It's okay, the Squire's there for moral support. Really wants the skeleton to believe in himself, but he just can't yet.
He barely survives it thanks to the regen. Going for another death.
Come on, 37, you got this. Have to believe in yourself, Skelly boy.
Hamido for 150, breaks the confuse, and the death finishes it up. Game 1 goes to Cinema. Small 104 next. With a small map that might be some difficulty for the Sage and Summoner on the Kjata Classic.
Yeah, I get a feeling they're not gonna get many turns.
Earthslash does take out the Squire. That is a good start for them. Although Cocaine Bear brings him back up before his turn hits. Lets him defy pain.
But that is 2 turns taken up.
Knife hand for the Ninja. And it looks like the first charges are going to the Kjata Classic. Although a mid-charge Rod Bonk answers the first one.
Here
That is
comes
a
the summon,
huge
though.
Titan coming.
If that cast finishes, I expect both of them to go down. It's Odin!
So, didn't have enough time for Titan, but still takes down 2. Quick Phoenix down once again. Squire still not had his turn. And he guards the Earth Slash, Defy Pain to bring himself back up. Ninja has an Ambrosia for the Sage.
Ambrosia.
But her
Sage runs over there
charging,
and try and
once
cast
again,
Fire.
just gonna get mid-charged.
anti-Sage violence here.
Yep. Haste coming out.
That is not fast enough, though. They
Down
really
they go.
needed to get that summoner. This looks firmly in Kjata's favor.
Sure
Kjata's
does.
purple, yep.
He is, yeah. Chemist goes for the kill, but as a single
got the
targeter,
summoner.
that's not going to be good enough.
No, probably not. But they did get the summoner, like I mentioned. So,
A moral victory, if not a victory in fact. Chemist is down.
with that going to game 3.
Sure are.
Really thought that summoner wouldn't get a chance to cast.
Medium
Teammates
103.
made sure she got the chance.
Very good teamwork on that side.
This is another map where they like to gather up and, not to mention, walk down that set of stairs right into the Lancer's Earth Slash. Or this ninja's gonna run up to the top of the stairs and, throw an ambrosia at the skeleton, leaving herself vulnerable to the entire enemy team. It's a choice!
Bonk. She does have Dragon Spirit, though, so... Stasis Sword will finish her off.
But she'll be back.
25% death on the Lancer.
Time to roll some dice!
And a Confuse being charged on the Sage. Haste 2 to try and get her out before, but I don't think that's fast enough. A hasty Confused Sage. Ninja Ambrosia's herself and runs into the enemy team. Splitting off
Misses
from
the death.
hers.
That's not good, because I think that skeleton will be able to reach her pretty easily right now.
Conk. Conk. Both mages waste their turn on basic attacks. And the
They already
Deadshot
had Fate,
book
so-
kills the summoner.
That summoner being down is not good for Kjata.
Demi 2
Kjata's team.
misses.
Huh?
Skelly goes down to the Ambrosia.
Yes, that was a good plan on the ninja's part.
But there's
HP
the HP
restore.
restore. That's a huge tempo swing. Gets to take the Sage down instead of sandbagging himself back. And a full life for the Summoner. That might just turn it all around.
Might turn around, or this chemist may get a turn and read the summoner her obituary.
She does, but she's
That's
left
indeed what
alone.
happens.
That's not going to work out.
No, it's not.
With those full lives coming out, it's only a matter of time before the chemist succumbs.
The chemist can't even attack now, can only ambrosia herself. Can only do some cocaine before the cocaine bear goes down.
Live by the cocaine, die by the cocaine.
And I think it's gonna be die by the Odin. Express delivery of pain.
Express delivery indeed. Kjata Classic moves on, and Cinema Kinda is out of here. Up next, we have SpringSkipper 1 versus Sardek 3. Poketrainer Ches wants to battle versus the family. For Ches, we have Para Blessing of Nature Trents, Choco Guard Chocobo, and of course Ches with White Magic, Damage Split, and half of MP, Cursed Ring, and an Escutcheon 2. On the other side, we have the family. Mafioso the Squire with Yin Yang Magic, Auto Potion, and Short Charge. With the Hunting Bow to avoid evasion, These yin-yang magics are going to land a good amount of time. 12 MA. Enforcer the Mediator with Deadshot, MP Switch, and Item with the Chocobo gun. Talk skills not going to be landing on a whole lot of people, just Ches. Fixer the Archer with Steal, Catch, and Attack Up. Also undead with a Silver Bow. And Godfather the Trent with Blessing of Nature. We had 2 large 47. We have the family on the right and Poke Trainer Ches on the left. Tree's heading down the stairs, taking the long route. Chocobo jumps across. The Archer charging up a huge attack on the Chocobo. Squire goes for a 94% don't act on the Lancer.
And he's paralyzed. Likely he's just going to move to the back corner and not be a part of the fight, which is huge this early on.
And traditionally, Trents and Chocobos are not very high damage monsters.
No, especially when the bird wants to move way out front to heal itself and then likely just die immediately. Here comes the time strike to fulfill that prophecy.
There goes the Chocobo. No tree raise for this one. Teddy Treebark coming down with the Leaf Dance, hits the MP switch on the Mediator. Second Leaf Dance. No MP switch now. Blessing of Nature on all 3. Fixer with 168. Goes near fatal from the damage split. A Persuade coming out because of the natural monster talk on on Mediators.
Sadly does not land though.
Paralyzed coming in. 1 don't act, 2 don't act. That is the entire team. They cannot react with damage split now. They are all vulnerable.
Man, this match was just status hell for the Poke Trainer team.
Now the gunshots start coming. 208 dead shot. Followed by a Petrify being charged. There's a regen coming out, but regen does not answer Petrify. There's a Mimic Darabon. Double sleep. Archer gets a crystal. The don't acts wear off, but they did their job. Just for added value, we put them back on. Absolutely brutal showing from the family here.
Showing why you go out to them and you pay your protection money.
It is just the Lancer left. The don't act wears off. A 252 wake-up call. And a 67% Petrify. but he jumps to avoid it.
Beautiful jump.
Damage split for 80, followed by a Leaf Dance. Takes him to near fatal. And looks like Fixer the Archer is gonna finish him off.
Absolutely brutal round one.
Going to small 107 next. The Poke team starting closer gives the family less time to get set up and stop them, so maybe this goes more in their favor.
Also gives a little bit more of a chance that the Chocobo isn't completely, never mind, he's completely separated from his team. Oof, I get a feeling his role in this fight's going to be a reprise. This was, in my opinion, very unfortunate math luck for the Poke trainer team. Because they are a team that really wants to be together.
Time Strike misses, though. Was an 80%. Choco Cure does a lot of damage to the Archer, so that's very different. The Lancer's starting to charge up to finish him off, but that's a big mid-charge coming. Paralyze hits the top tree. The Time Strike does make it first. The damage split finishes him off. Enforcer does kill him with the fall damage, though. Trent is now going to slowly make his way up. Double shot. 60 knocks the Chocobo back. He does manage to near fatal the Enforcer, but she has the Ambrosia. With the Lancer down, it's going to be real hard to deal damage to her fast enough.
Blessing Nature actually catches the Choco this time, which is pretty important because he tends to be one of the first to go down.
The extra hit proc prevents the fall damage.
That was pretty lucky, I'll be honest, because we've seen the fall damage do quite a bit so far this round.
Leaf Dance for 90 on the Chocobo, but he gets his Regenerator.
Tech Shell, Re-Raised, Regenerator. Man, looking like an M-Barrier almost. Doesn't save him though, sadly.
Damage split on the tree. Chocobo is back with a Choco Cure. That is enough to survive for a bit.
Especially when he runs away like that.
Another proc on the Hunting Bow. And there's the Fixer coming up. Chocobo goes down.
That does mean the Lancer should be back up here in just a moment, though.
And speaking of...
Are we going to see a full life? That's what it looks like. Question is, will he get the... No. No, he will not.
Strix Feather Arrow eats the re-raise.
They just blocked that tree off.
Leaf Dance does take down the Archer. He's out for 3 turns.
The real question at this point is, can the 2 trees hold out long enough for the Lancer to get up and assist them?
1 tree now. But that tree is way away from the rest of the members of the family, so he should be... Yeah, he should be much better positioned for that.
Yeah, that Don't Act made that tree take root at the top of the map, and it's not moved from there since.
Nice pun. There's Blessing of Nature. That's going to keep him held on for longer. Chocobo does Crystal, though.
I think the Lancer should get up before the other tree crystals, though. question is, will the full life go up before crystal?
Well, it also depends on if he's up on the first attempt. And he is. And the full life is, in fact, fast enough.
He's going to do his best to try. That does mean that Archer's going to be back up here in just a moment, too, though. There he is. And let me guess, mid-charge and bomb.
Sure is.
Oof. Poker Trainer team has been effectively paralyzed both rounds.
Strix Feather takes him to near fatal.
And 2 HP. That's going to be it. As soon as anything touches her.
Sends a message taking out 2 of the family on the way down. But ultimately, it goes to the family 2-0. Poke Trainer Ches is out. Up next, Ajorably 1 versus Fig 2, Nordstrom versus Return to the Old Forest. For Nordstrom, we have Odin the Oracle with Item, Throw Item, and Dragon Spirit. Braggy the Geomancer with Basic Skill, Counterflood, and Abandon. Abandon with 45 and 40% evasions. Very tough to hit this Geomancer. Frigga the Lancer with Talk Skill, Auto Potion, and Defense Up. And Saga the Trent with Blessing of Nature. For the Return to the Old Forest, we have Fatty Lumpkin the Chocobo, everyone's favorite Chocobo. Old Man Willow the Taiju, Goldberry the Geomancer featuring Punch Art, Counterflood, and Overflow. And Tom the Chemist with Talk Skill and Monster Talk. With MA save to get bigger and bigger talk skills as time goes by. Head on down to... What's that?
Starting with 16 MA, it's already going to be pretty accurate to start.
Large 29.
It's also fun that Tom Bombadil's whole plan here is to just talk to the enemy to death.
Which is kind of how it works in the book, so...
Precisely.
Geomancer with a Snowstorm to start off, 144. Tom splitting off from his team for some reason.
That is one of the odder moves I've seen the AI make, honestly. He didn't move over there to do anything specific, he just walked to the side for some reason.
Snowstorm on both sides lands a useless silence.
To be fair, it is in character for Tom Bombadil to just wander off somewhere. He's just role-playing.
Big leaf dance there. The Snowstorm does finish off the Oracle, but even a proc would have stopped the spell.
And that Geo's trapped back there with those two.
Leaf Dance for the Chocobo gets Regenerator off. Forces the Choco Cure, though. Lancer in no position to get involved. Tom making his way back. And there is the Defy Pain. But that Geomancer is alone in the middle of enemy territory.
He is guarding, though, getting some damage with Counterflood.
Leaf Dance is not guardable, though. 175. Nor is Snowstorm. Geo is down.
And with how far he is away from his team, I don't think he'll be getting up. Tom finally... Nope. Never mind, Tom. Still not going to become involved.
Tom mostly just needs to stand around and look pretty. That's his job.
He's doing pretty good at it right now. Chocobo heals the Lancer effectively. Toad, Tom tells her to go die.
Prophetic. Full team heal.
Even heals the enemy for just to be nice.
Tom also leaving the story soon. Tree's, of course, pretty bulky. Gonna take a minute to take her down. But a 100% death sentence is a good way to do that.
Well, now Tom's team is just going to ignore them, though, which may be to his detriment.
Lancer is out next turn.
Chocobo's right back up.
Tree only has one turn itself. It's probably going to move up in Blessing of Nature to get the Lancer. Nope, she dies first. Tree is just going to go down.
Well, Tom decided to take a snow nap.
Game
Well,
one
then off
goes
screen.
to the Old Forest. Small 117 coming up.
Oh, it's checkerboard land.
One of three.
This is such a small map with such fascinating height terrain differences. I'd like to believe this is Monk Hell in terms of trying to revive anyone.
It really is. Damage split is off. Miss.
Tom managing to waste some of their turns. Petrify is coming out. Triple Leaf Dance.
One is auto potioned, but that's still a good amount of damage, and it takes the Oracle out before the Petrify can land. Death sentence on the
Once again,
Lancer.
just foretelling people's deaths.
But he doesn't foresee his own.
Did the Chocobo jump down and then just jump right back up?
Yep.
Okay.
It was to go around the tree.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
There's a re-raise for the Oracle. That's going to help.
Oracle Ambrosias themselves, they have enough HP to live through at least a tree smack. And the tree smacks are coming.
But the Geomancer did not have enough. That tree is trapped there now. Not a whole lot else it can do.
Yeah, I mean, it can be there and look pretty. That's what most trees are really good at.
Here's a leaf dance for the Oracle.
Didn't think about it, but I think that tree being there, though, actually is preventing the Geomancer from going anywhere.
Chocobo definitely has enough jump to drop down,
Oh, yeah.
but
Hop down, get another turn, hop up, go around.
Leaf Dance takes out the Oracle once more.
Still going for those pitfalls. Also, not many damage splits.
But the tree is moving in now, 110. But it gets another hit for 80.
I think that tree's gonna go down.
With Show and Protect out, the Chocobo just finishes it. And that's it. The
And
Old
that is
Forest takes it 2-0.
They're not ready to return quite yet, but they'll be back in the tourney at least.
And with the second round of the losers brackets completed, we go now to the only match ready in the third round of the losers bracket. Another mirror. Love Colored Magic 3 versus Love Colored Magic 1. Alone in the Darkness versus Golden Girl 007. For Alone in the Darkness, we have Yuri the Geomancer with Punch Art, Counter Throw, and Martial Arts. Astrid the Geomancer with Item, Regenerator, and Magic Attack Up. Dry Bones the Living Bone with Kotetsu, and Miriam the Time Mage with Draw Out Hamido and Equip Sword for that Materia Blade. This Materia Blade Holy Explosioner has been really brutal throughout this event so far. Let's see how it does moving on. Golden Girl 007, Junko the Monk with Time Magic, HP Restore, and Equip Armor. Tomohisa the Engineer with Item, Auto Potion, and Throw Item. Madoka the Samurai with White Magic, Counter Flood, and Equip Bow with the Cross Helmet to strengthen that Holy Strike. And Mommy the Archer with Dance, Dragon Spirit, and 2 Arbalists. We head on down to Large 45 to start it off.
Get my bingo card out. Holy Strike hits Time Mage, Confuser, and Holy Explosion Zone team.
Holy Chain.
May the power of Holy compel you.
Full team of undead. Guards and counter throws for 216. What a hit.
Jesus.
She eats an ambrosia afterwards, but still definitely in her favor, that trade. The 234 Geo makes short work of that monk. Haste's coming out. And it looks like he's going to try to death for heal here. Guarded once more. A 264 counter throw. Good lord.
This Geo.
Wow.
Walks up. For those curious, because this was something I didn't know before this tournament, I imagine those numbers are so high because they are boosting Earth Elemental, which Throwstone is.
Counter throw is not Throwstone.
Oh, interesting. I'm surprised it's dealing that much damage then.
I'd actually have to look at what ability it is, because it's a custom for this, so I'm not actually sure. It replaced Counter Dash. What a decisive victory for Alone in the Darkness. Wow. I mean, I thought that was the better team, but like, just, bleh. Moving on to Kyle Falls.
Your team can be great, but when it takes a 300 rock to the face, things are looking dire quick.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Fig. But that said, who cares? That one was super over either way.
I actually missed what the issue with that Temporal Strike was.
It healed. That means it has Dark Element. I'll just remove it.
Ah, interesting.
Didn't matter for that one whatsoever, so. Geo is down. Other Geo not happy about it. Get frogged.
And Frog.
Big Holy, or Kiku actually, 189. Kotetsu to finish, 259. Double 84s,
Taking the high ground.
not quite enough.
Near Fatal's not good enough with that skeleton running around casting death on his teammates.
Geo goes for a second. No frog,
Do
but
we see two
189 still.
Thought we'd have a little frog dance up in the corner.
A haste going out to the corner. Skelly going for death once more.
Ah, yes, let us cast death on the unit. with
Time Mage is
84 HP.
down. 360 Holy Strike makes short
Oof.
work of that, Skelly. Ouch. But the 189 Water Ball is enough to finish off the Archer.
It's effectively a 1v1 now.
She goes to take out the Engineer first.
Just wants to make sure it's a 1v1.
Yep. Samurai going for a life, though. Does pick up the Monk, and that's more damage than the Geo can do. Local Quake takes her out, but
We are about to see that other Geo get up, though, so...
Wave Fist not enough. Geo is going for the Water Ball once more.
I
234,
think this is gonna
near
be it,
fatal.
Because the other Geo...
Nope,
Ooh,
they
did not
failed
get a
to
turn
stand
yet.
up, and the Wave Fist finishes
Oh,
it.
wow.
Golden Girl 007 barely hangs on thanks to a failed stand-up. We go to medium 116 for the final.
Man, that was down to the wire. And I think if that Geo had went down instead of at the frog, it actually went for that samurai sooner, probably would have reversed it. That one decision was what that whole fight hinged on.
Well, you know how the AI is about frogs.
Hates them.
Opening Repeating Fist makes short work of that Engineer. Don't want any,
Not been allowed to play the game.
yeah, do not want any of those Seal Evils staying around. That is disastrous for this team if it is. Counterflood takes her out. But a quick Kiku gets the revenge kill.
Looking like it's going to be another bloodbath. 71% death. That is honestly impressive odds. Does it land?
Sure does.
It does.
Geo with a huge Earth Slash. It is just the Monk now. Very different from last time.
And we've seen what kind of damage this Time Mage can put out, so I don't think she's going to be up for long.
Sure
And
isn't.
she just whacks her.
Alone in the Darkness takes Game 3 decisively. 2-1 for the match.
At least Game 2 was very close, though.
And there you have it. Day 6 of the tournament. Still some very powerful teams showing off in both winners and losers brackets. Definitely more interesting matches to see coming up tomorrow. Thanks to everyone, as usual, for tuning in and for participating. And also, of course, big thanks to Omegasuspekt and Soul for being in the casting booth with me tonight.
Always happy to be here.
Was a bit of a rocky morning, but looks like we got through it. Really looking forward to where we're going from here. I will see you all tomorrow.
Have a good night, everyone.